All right, welcome back. Welcome back. We are on the next video looking at the hooks library. There are two ways to get there. You can get there right from this pop-up, well, I should say right from this area right here. You just click it, links you right to the page, or you can click directly on this hooks library page and it's going to just bring you to the hooks library. Now, I call it a hooks library because it houses every piece of content that you want to create a hook for, right? Whether it's curiosity, problem solution, story, statistics, questions, education, myths, step by step, common mistakes, authority, or contrarian. And so, what's really, really cool about the hooks library is you can take any piece of content that's on the internet, right? And say, I want it to be a curiosity hook. And what's going to happen is you can take it, drop it into SocialFlip, and it's going to flip it into a curiosity based hook, right? That you can use on any platform, right? So you're actually literally taking anything, any piece of social media content or a blog or something like that, and you are able to turn it into a viral hook that you can use again and again. So that's what's really exciting. Right now, there's only a couple of hooks here, but I'm going to walk you through what the process looks like. I mean, let's say you're interested in, you see a hook, you see a piece of content on the internet, and you say, wow, you know what? That's really cool. I want to create a hook for that. Or maybe you sell hooks. Maybe you're a social media manager and you are, trying to convince someone to work with you, right? It could be a million things, different ways to do things, but these hooks really help you get people engaged with your content, whether you're making short form, long form, creating a post on the internet or like on YouTube or something like that. So they're valuable, right? So pretty much I'm taking, again, from LinkedIn, I'm taking the hook here, or I should say a piece of content. I'm going to just drop it in, right? And I'm on curiosity, so it's going to create a curiosity hook. If you're not on anything, you're not allowed to create anything. So you have to pick the category that you want, and then you can see it'll allow you to create a hook, right? So you just drop your content in here, you hit generate hook, and this piece of content right now is about replacing a great employee with costs. Replacing a great employee will cost you much more than keeping them, right? Just pay people what they deserve. That's what this post is about. That's the context of this post. And what's also really cool is, check this out, is you're not just getting one hook for LinkedIn. You're getting hooks for all the platforms that we cover here on SocialFlip, and also, for all the platforms we cover, right? So here you go. So the headline is 62,892 leadership mistake, curiosity hook, one tiny 2% raise rejection could cost your company over $60,000. Are you accidentally sabotaging your top talent? And then it talks about why it works. Shocking financial statistic, challenges leadership assumption. And this is the format through all of these, right? So now you have one for Twitter, specifically for Twitter, a employee retention hack, right? And then it goes into explaining what the hook is and why it works. And then for a Twitter thread, it's a longer piece of content. So it's the hidden cost of cheap leadership, right? And then you have your Instagram posts, and then you have your real hook, retention secrets revealed. And then you're obviously going to be talking about these things, right? And so if you know about this, or you're interested in this, and you are within this industry where you're want to find the right angle on how to discuss giving people the money that they deserve, you have 5 different hooks here now, right? And you can just continue on and pull this from anywhere. This is really cool because this is all about like the inspiration aspect. Whenever, we spend tons of time on social media anyway, right? So you might as well be able to use what you're reading about for your benefit, right? So let's do a problem solution with another piece of content. And this is a carousel, piece. So I'm just taking pretty much what he wrote on this post when it talks about starting out as a manager. And we're just going to see what kind of, you don't have to use these. Like, obviously, there's going to be tons of content or different content in your feed, but you're going to get the same result in the sense of what you're getting back from SocialFlip, which is quality hooks, right? Different things, not hooks that everybody else is using. These are hooks that are being created for you specifically based off of the content that you're feeding it. And that's the difference where, tons of people are using, problem solution hooks, but they're not getting down and deep with the content or using inspiration that they find from somewhere else. They're just kind of saying, oh, okay, you know what, they have like a hook library that has been used 10 years ago or 5 years ago, right? This is a living library. Anytime you need to create something fresh, you can take it, drop something in here and use it, and you're going to get something that you can use that's going to make people pay attention. So here's the headline: Management Meltdown. Here's the problem solution hook. Struggling as a new manager, I was lost, making every possible mistake until I discovered 5 game-changing leadership strategies that transform my team's performance overnight. Anybody who's having trouble as a new manager is going to pay attention, right? Just because of the way that you write it out. And so why it works, it's personal vulnerability, promise of actionable solution, right? This is fantastic. And then you have your leadership hack. Terrible at managing? You're not alone. Here's how I went from team disaster to leadership legend in 5 simple steps, right? It's conversational and it promises quick transformation. So the really cool thing is, what I love about it is that it tells you why it works. And that way, that people are going to pay attention because this is the reason why they're going to pay attention, right? You're not just throwing something out there and hoping that people listen. And so that's what this is all about. And you have all of these different options. Use your story hooks, statistics, questions, etc. You can play with this if you find that this is something that you want to try out. But right now we're moving on to the last page, which just pretty much breaks down how you're using SocialFlip and telling you exactly where you're spending most of your time. And I think that that's pretty interesting because you'll continue to create different types of content and use different parts of this content based off of how the results that you're getting. And so this is kind of an interesting way of showing you how you're using your tokens and what you're really focusing on. So I'll see you in the next video.